Now, international monitors submitting reports after observing our May 7th general election. And today, the country's leader delivered a communication in Parliament on their findings. Altavi's Munnings has that angle of our parliamentary coverage.
The Caribbean Community and Organization of American States reports on the May 7th general elections had similarities and differences. It was the first time in our political history that international observers were invited to monitor the pre-election day and post-election activities. The CARICOM report basically outlined the election process. CARICOM concluded that polling was satisfactory, with electors free to mark for the candidate of their choice in an atmosphere conducive to voting free from fear, and that the May 7th polls reflected the will of the Bahamian people. Prime Minister Perry Christie outlined CARICOM's suggestions Wednesday that he says can contribute to future discussions on electoral reform. Among them, campaign financing legislation and the appointment of an independent boundaries commission.
The establishment of a code of conduct agreed on and signed by all candidates seeking to contest future elections. This would play a significant role in eliminating some of the growing tensions which from reports were unprecedented in previous elections in the Bahamas. This should also limit the extent to which the character of candidates and other stakeholders are attacked on the campaign platform.
CARICOM also suggested changes in the size of voting booths and the layout of polling stations.
The existing voting booths almost completely hide the elector from the view of poll workers and agents. The use of smaller booths, which allows workers to see any attempt by electors to take photographs of the ballots, but at the same time ensure the secrecy of the vote is maintained, should be considered. This would eliminate the need for persons to leave their personal items, including cash, at the door.
The OAS report suggested upgrades in women's electoral participation, the voter registry, and media coverage.
The high participation of women in the electoral process has not translated into a high presence of women in political office or on the list of candidates presented to voters. The update of voters' lists and constituency boundaries is a positive initiative that guarantees that the electoral register accurately reflects the current voting population. However, the implementation of mechanisms to enhance the impartiality and autonomy of the Boundaries Commission to contribute towards generating even more independence and transparency of the work of the Commission would be positive.
Prime Minister Christie informed House members that Foreign Affairs and Immigration Minister Fred Mitchell will submit the government's formal response to the OAS electoral report during a trip to Washington, D.C. on August 1st. Altavi's Munnings, ZNS News.